Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, I present to you my Tna No Surrender 2013 pay-per-view predictions. Well, not really pay-per-view, it's a TV event that's no surrender for free, as Mike Tna elaborated on. It's for free, ladies and gentlemen. And lately, I think that we've had some pretty good events. I thought Destination X was pretty good event on TV, like the live events. And also with Hardcore Justice, I thought that was another good event. It's been really delivering with these free pay-per-view events um, on TNA Impact Live. And next week, next Thursday, we're gonna be seeing, or this Thursday basically, we're gonna be seeing No Surrender 2013. A couple matches that are already announced. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some preliminary matches that's gonna come up out of the blue and stuff like that. But I'm going to give you my predictions on what we see already. I know I don't do a lot of TNA videos, but here we go. I'm going to give you a TNA video. I'm going to probably do Bound for Glory predictions. And I might just do Bound for Glory and that'll be it for my predictions, because I might not do Genesis or whatever. I normally, people that watch my channel know that I'm just basically into WWE, but I do like TNA, and I know a lot of people will probably say, well, you don't know anything. TNA sucks currently, but I think I'm a fan of TNA. It was fun for me to go to that live event, and then basically, but anyway, off of that just jazz, and we're gonna go see, and we're gonna talk about No Surrender 2013. And let's see, we have the Bound for Glory series. AJ Styles won the 12-man gauntlet, and basically he's formed uh, a persona now where he is now the phenomenal one. He wants to be the guy that can carry weight on his back, and basically he's going to go one-on-one with Austin Aries. I think they could save this for a pay-per-view. I wish they would, but more than likely, but more than likely this is going to overwrite this feud. But there's many things, there's many different things that can go on and transpire and all that kind of stuff. And let's talk about the next one. I'll get the predictions in a little bit. Magnus versus Bobby Roode. I think this will be another good match. Um, I think this is just a one-time deal. I mean, you have Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, and Bobby Roode that are going in like a little faction basically, or a little stable. And then you have the main event Mafia with Magnus, who's basically the front runner, was the front runner of the Bound for Glory series, and got disqualified and all that kind of stuff. Lost 10 points, I believe. And then after that, AJ Styles took a head lead. He's got like 49. Magnus has 39, and Austin Aries is like 35 or what, I can't remember. But whatever. We also have ODB versus Gail Kim. I think we're gonna get ODB. Well, we've seen a lot of different matches with these three. I think it's the number one contenders match. I may be wrong. Now I don't follow the knockouts a lot, and I know that I'll get maybe people really like the knockouts, but so I don't really pay attention to the TNA women's division anymore. Like I used to, like when they had Awesome Kong and Gail Kim and stuff like that. But they had Mickie James as a heel, and they have Brooke Tessmacher as Bully Ray's lover, I guess you could say. But I really don't follow it. So I think it's a number one contender shot against Mickie James. I can't remember if it's going to be on Impact or Bound. I really don't know. I can't remember. But I'll get to that in a minute. And then for the TNA World Title, Hulk Hogan announced that Bully Ray will face one member of his group, the Aces and Eights. He is the president. He's going to be facing Mr. Anderson, because Mr. Anderson held the title in Bully Ray's face after last week's Impact. And so basically, I had a feeling. First of all, I thought Doc was going to be the Worm. Basically, they got out of the Aces and Eights and got a push for the world title. I thought that was going to happen before he got released. Then we had Mr. Anderson, or Mr. Kennedy, Ken Anderson, and now he's going to be the Worm, I guess you could say, and he wants the world title. I don't know if. I remember we saw this in I think it was a Philadelphia street fight, Bound for Glory 2011, where Bully Ray and Mr. Anderson went one-on-one, so it might be reliving that feud for the world title. I'm not really sure. TNA, I don't know exactly the direction they're going in, because they might have like some person win the other day, and then have somebody get screwed, and then the other person win. So it's really strange, like how they had Bobby Roode in 2011 as one of in the main event, which is kind of weird. And they had routed out Jeff Hardy, and we all thought it was gonna be Bobby Roode versus James Storm, which made sense. But we had Aries and Hardy, which was a great match, sensational, but whatever. Anyway, let's talk about the matches. We have Austin Aries versus AJ Styles. I think we've seen this match one time, but I think that they could do a lot better on No Surrender. I think they'll get a lot of more time. I think Austin Aries is going to lose this match, unfortunately, and I'm a big A fan. But, you know, it, I think that Austin Aries, he's a tweener, but everybody likes him. But currently, I think that what's going to happen is Austin Aries is going to lose to AJ Styles because AJ Styles is getting a push to the world title once again. Although he lost at Turning Point in a Fatal 4-Way match a triple threat with James Storm and Bobby Roode. And wait, was it Final Resolution or Turning Point? I can't remember, but he lost and he got pinned, so he couldn't get a title shot for 1 year until Bound for Glory. But I guess I don't know. I don't know what that means really. I thought it was after Bound for Glory, but it might be at Bound for Glory. But, it's fine. I guess they want to keep writing this story. I'm cool with it, seeing AJ Styles back on top once again. And then, but I think it's going to be again, like, it's going to be a good match. I think that Austin Aries is going to lose to AJ Styles, and then I think Austin Aries will go full blown heel, and he'll screw AJ Styles out of the main event. We'll see Bound for Glory match between Austin Aries and AJ Styles, which I think will be a really awesome match if they do that. But that's my opinion, I think. But I think AJ Styles is going to pick up the win. Magnus versus Bobby Roode. I think that Bobby Roode's gonna win, like due to Aces and Eights interference with the main event Mafia and all that kind of stuff. So I think Bobby Roode's gonna win this match. And in the finals, we get Bobby Roode versus AJ Styles. And in that match, we'll see. Um, well, now it's the way that you look at it. Now, in my opinion, AJ Styles makes a lot of sense, but it depends if they give the belt to Anderson, they keep the belt on Bully Ray. I mean, it just depends what they do. They can do different scenarios on each thing, but I think that they're gonna have Bobby Roode beat Magnus, and it might be Aces and Eights versus main event Mafia for the world title. But I think that it's gonna be you know what? I actually think that since they're making a feud now of the stable, because there's only about a couple of members. There's only 3 members. I think Jackson's not gonna really do anything. They're gonna have like a 6-man tag elimination, like Sting, Magnus, Samoa Joe versus Daniels, Kazarian, and Bobby Roode, and they might have AJ Styles. I don't know. I think Bobby Roode. You know what? I think Magnus will win this match, and then AJ Styles will win the next match. But it's all in what they do. I mean, I'm actually confused. And makes me kind of get excited just the way that the things that they could possibly do with these different semifinal matchups and then the final matchup between both of the guys. But it's just my opinion. There's different scenarios they can do, and I know that I'm not giving my huge predictions and saying, hey, this guy's gonna win, this guy's gonna win. I'm kind of confused in my own mind. But anyway, we have ODB versus Gail Kim. Gail Kim, I think that she'll win and face Mickie James, I'm assuming, and then although I think they're wrestling on one night only, but for the title because it's called Knockout Knockdown or whatever. But I think Gail Kim can win. I think Mickie James will probably get herself disqualified to set up a match at Bound for Glory at the one night only pay per view. But who knows? After that, we're gonna see the main event, possibly of the evening. It could be the main event. It could be like the next to last match on the card to see who's gonna face the person in Bound for Glory. Bound for Glory versus Mr. Anderson. Now, it could be one of those little screwy things like they did in WCW, where they had Kevin Nash lay down for Hulk Hogan, and he joins right back in the NWO or something like that. But it could be the same thing with the Aces and Eights, or with Anderson, lays down for Bully Ray 1, 2, 3, and then something like that. It could happen that way, but I don't know. I think that we're going to see Bully Ray win the title when it could be Bully Ray versus AJ Styles. It could be, Magnus versus Bully Ray. It can be this, that. I really don't know. It's up in the air what they're going to do with Tito Ortiz and Quentin Rampage Jackson. Although I don't care for any of those guys, Dorito Ortiz. I really don't like Dorito Ortiz. And I don't like Quentin Rampage Jackson. I'm sorry, I just don't like the MMA or Bellator superstars being in TNA. Just not me. I know that they're in there because of Spike wanting them to be in there, but I just don't want them to be in there on TNA because this is a wrestling show. This is not MMA. This is not UFC. This is not Fight Master or whatever. It's wrestling. But anyway, that's my prediction so far. We're probably going to see Hulk Hogan go on a spiel along with the main event Mafia and Aces and Eights. So it'll be interesting. I think No Surrender will be a pretty good show. I think it'll be a pretty good event. I'll definitely be watching. And yeah, and I'll be doing a DVD review soon if I can. Then I'll just do Night of Champions, and that it will just snowball from there. Anyway, guys, Cover 1 for 6. Peace.